All right.
Is he learning some discipline? Is he not biting everybody?
He goes, he bites, but I smack him every time he does.
He's not just biting randomly now, though.
No, he seems... He's less bitey than when I first saw him.
This is acceptable. We're working on it. He's only like 2 weeks old at this point, so...
He a little baby.
Yes, he's been well behaved for a goblin.
Sweet. Frank?
Well, Roxy turns to Crawl and she's like, how should we explain the carpet to
Ebby
the
Wild,
rest of
it's
your
actually...
peers?
Sorry, Ebby Wild is actually in the chat. You do /me, and then you type what you want, and it'll emote like that. So that's how you do that. All right, Roxy.
Yeah.
Continue.
Roxy turns to Crawl and she says, how should we explain the carpet to your
Who's
peers?
the head of the temple? Again,
Random priest number 1.
Random priest number 1.
His name is Tomas.
Tomas. We have the carpet for your back office there, and
I didn't
we'd
order
like
a
to
carpet.
It's a gift.
Well, let me see this gift.
When we get, please.
Are you trying to trick me in some fashion?
I'm of the line of Devarok. Please understand my discretion.
That's you shouldn't be going around just saying that here and there, should you?
Of the line of Devarok? I've got nothing to hide, sir.
Very well.
I'm gonna try a diplomacy roll.
No, he's like, very well, come with me.
Okay.
The name carries. So we'll go into at least a back area and roll it out.
Yeah. By the gods, this is Justice Ironbriar.
You recognize the man?
What? I shall call for the guards at once.
Sir.
Why is that?
And I'd like to unwrap the mask, that flayed face mask.
I'm gonna point out also the skin saw mask we got from the cultists and Aldern.
At the sawmill, the mask itself has an inherent property to drive the wearer insane. I'm not sure why the Justice wore this mask or what caused him to wear it. I can tell you he was not in his right mind when he attacked us. I can also tell you that I regret to inform of his powers were not of the goodly nature.
Roxy,
We suffered that firsthand.
Yeah.
Whether we think this mask could possibly have something to do with why, it certainly feels evil.
Roxy, what were you saying?
Roxy's just gonna be diplomatic when necessary, trying to explain that this cult was probably the people behind the string of murders and everything.
They've been dispatched. They've been killed.
It is, but it is my duty at the least. I'm not accusing you. I believe your story, but it is my lawful nature to let the proper authorities know.
We don't know how far this corruption reaches.
He was justice. He was the leader of the law.
I would appreciate in this case,
and maybe I should go straight
if I must invoke my father's name of the Devarok line, we need to keep this internal for now. If it must be brought to light, it must be brought to light. But right now, we don't know how deep this reaches. I came to here as sanctuary.
We're the ones delivering this justice so far, and we're the only ones we can trust right now.
And Roxy's going to mention, there's this woman named Zanesha who might have created this mask. We know very little about her, but she's been responsible masterminding the murders here in Magnamar and at Sandpoint. I think she might have some form of mental control as well, if these masks are anything to indicate.
Okay. I will go against my best judgment and keep this internally in the temple for now.
I don't ask it for long. Just give us time.
I must let the Lord Mayor, though as fat and thick-minded as he is, know about this, as it is the right thing to do eventually.
Can you give us 5 days?
I think
We
I
have
can...
5 days to just investigate and look. And after those 5 days, I'll present the case to him myself. And if it must be manacled, I will be.
Very well. I will keep the silence for 5 days.
Is he trying to hide? Does he have ulterior motives? Is he genuinely concerned about this?
He is. He is
trying to
genuinely
cover it up?
concerned. He's very lawful good. He wants the law to know, but
The law
through
might be corrupted.
the diplomatic
It is
relations
corrupted.
of
We
your
just
group,
killed the law.
through the diplomatic relations and the attempts of your group, he is willing to keep it a secret for 5 days.
We appreciate the gift of counsel, the gift of sanctuary here. It is for the betterment of Garam and strength. They're using mental manipulation to control poor fools that just don't know, can't resist. We'll clean this out. We just need to know how far it reaches. And we just need a few days.
Okay.
We can, and I'll reveal to you even deeper, the Shadow Clock Tower is, we believe, where our next lead is.
You don't say.
Are we rolling a niche?
Oh,
You
no.
don't say.
Oh. Hold on one second. That thing's been... That's... It's a very decrepit old tower. No one even goes over there anymore. It's under the ruined bridge's stone supports. Let me bring up the map of Magnamar so I can show you guys.
Through the strength of Garam, we decided to challenge the people. We found a rookery,
Mm-hmm.
and we challenged them, clearly showing our strength as people of Garam. That their darkness could not overcome our candle.
Okay.
We saw it fly to the Shadow Clock Tower. The Raven.
Quote the Raven, nevermore.
Oh,
Alright.
there will be more.
So
There will be much
the
more.
tower is under this bridge right here, this ruined huge bridge. Where I'm pinging. Do you guys?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. It's under there. So yeah, you guys go. You guys go ahead. You sleep. He preserves the body so it won't decay.
We have. Oh, I tell him before we slept that we have a intention of speaking with dead, hoping that the mental auguration will be gone, and seeking his counsel as well. We've got 3 questions to ask, unless
you as you're talking, you notice that Tangle is nowhere to be seen.
She'll be fine. She's just
Roxy's
really
like
upset. We can tell she's really upset. She's pissed off. So I think she's gonna be just fine. She just needs to be alone with her thoughts for a little bit.
Roxy agrees. She says it's been really hard on her this entire adventure.
question,
That's
Matt.
what she said.
What kind of check would Corral need in that case to know that Tangle went missing?
You just kind of notice, you know.
What kind of check would he need then to know where she went?
Possibly. You just automatically know. Since I'm not going to, do all that.
Because, Tangle, you guys know that when Tangle leaves, she pretty much always goes to the stables.
You heard her talk about it
That'd
earlier.
be the first place you go to look, I guess.
We're in a temple of Garam. Like to grab one of the prayer books of Garam.
Like the little Gideon's Bible.
Oh no! Oh no!
Go to the stables, give a very light rap, drop the book, and leave. If she'd like to read it, if she'd like to pursue it, totally approachable. And Corral will return to the temple.
Zach, will you post a link to my YouTube channel in the chat?
Yeah.
It's just so people that ask about Roll20, I also have some tutorials in there on my channel as well. So if you're curious about that, you can go there.
Well, I suppose. So, suppose that's the end of the day.
Yep, that is the end of the day.
I believe this would be day 28 then.
28 days later.
See,
The entire city is zombies.
I was about to say zombies invade.
I was about to say Zanesha unleashes an army of zombies on Magnamar.
Yep.
Alright. Well, the Speak with Dead is Waken BAFE. Bright and effing early.
Let's freaking do it. I want to talk to this guy.
Let's
because
get our 3 questions.
Zach, you posted the wrong one.
What do you mean?
Is it my turn yet?
Oh, shit. Sorry, dude.
Yeah.
Alright.
There you go. People are like, man, this guy sucks. He's posting this link and
Fuck that. Is it my turn? That dude does exist. That's so weird. Alright, anyways.
yeah, I know. Because
Alright, anyways. Apologies. But not really.
so
Oh, sorry.
you guys go to sleep. You want to stop here and kind of level up and do that. I'll dole out experience points. How about
Well, can
that?
we do our 3 questions and end on
Yes,
that?
absolutely we can. Let's do that.
So type them out. I mean, I'm kind of coming up with ones that I've thought of.
Did you organize whatever was, I'd say, what was the organization at the lumber mill? What were you doing at the lumber mill? The other one would be, are you in charge of that, and did you do it of your own free will?
I'm going to ask...
What are you expecting out of the family's question?
Anybody else in the town, if he can give us names of people, of other, when I say fallen, I
You
guess,
mean become
turned.
corrupted. Okay.
I want to know names of people who have.
What caused your corruption? I like that. That's all right. Because I already know that he didn't do it of his own free will. So
I want to make sure of that.
I know. I know.
The remaining forces under Zanisha. That might be better. I mean, I would like to know who else. Maybe we can word that better. Who else in the city here is turned?
Yeah. No. Those
20
are good
minutes,
questions,
Jess. Hey. Sure. Hang on one second.
Okay. So let me know which 3 questions you want to ask.
I like the ones that Corral chose. I would change Fallen, though, because that's not clear enough. We need to be solid lawyer proof with these.
That have turned to your ways?
Have become corrupted or joined forces with your alliance.
Zanisha.
With Zanisha, yeah. With the
Zanisha,
7 is really.
Zanisha is part of the 7, right. So
Yep.
Can you name the family? And I wanted to say families only to give a broader...
Who are your associates?
Who are your associates in Magnamar that are aiding this?
That's not bad. Who are your associates in Magnar that evaded you?
Exactly.
Who are your leading associates?
And
I don't need the name of every lackey.
We could also ask, what can we expect at the clock tower?
What can we expect at the clock tower? That's good.
So, what caused your corruption to get a better idea of everything surrounding it?
Yep.
Can you name your associates
Yep.
that have also turned in Magmanar?
And what can we expect at the clock tower?
And what can we expect at the clock
And
tower?
he has to be willing to do this, correct?
He
Yes.
does. He does have to be. Is there a save for that, or is it?
I don't know. I don't.
See. I don't think so.
It's
Yes,
just
what
like
was it?
character willing wise and stuff like that.
The dead creature's alignment was. If the dead creature's alignment was different from yours, the corpse gets a will save to resist the spell as if it were alive.
Alright.
So my alignment is chaotic good.
And his is chaotic, or his is lawful evil.
Even in death?
So he will get a will save.
Yes.
If successful, the corpse can refuse to answer your questions or attempt to deceive you using bluff. The soul can only speak about what it knew in life. It cannot answer any questions that pertain to events that occurred after its death. This is if it's been within the past week.
Quadril's thinking the only reason that I even think this might work is that I felt like the mask was doing things to him, and that in death maybe his soul has been redeemed, and that if he he was a lawful man at one point. He either was really good at lying and climbed the social ladder, became a justice, and then fell, or he was evil the whole time, which I don't think. So I'm hoping that he is now a good person, is willing to help us end this corruption, and that's my
Its
gamble.
will save to resist my asking, so to speak, will be 16.
Okay.
So it must roll will 16 to, if it doesn't want to answer my questions.
Yeah, let me check something out here.
What's with the spoils? We're
Yeah.
all playing, man.
Yeah, don't spoil.
Stop
what he
spoiling
knows.
stuff.
Who's spoiling?
SXE Buddha. He's done it like 5 times, and I keep telling you, stop spoiling things for us.
I'm
Matt,
not
can you
watching
make
the
me
live
a
stream.
DM?
I just
Not
put him
you.
in timeout.
I like your contributions, don't get me
Yeah,
wrong.
just-
I've had
just
fun
not-
talking with you, but stop spoiling things. We don't
That-
want to know what's coming up.
That complete, like,
We've never
wow,
played Rise of the Runelords. I have no idea what's in Book 3.
What a horrible fucking player. Like, he was talking about how good he was. That is, like, the worst player ever. The player that gives away the storyline. The whole point of D&D is a storyline. Wow, what a douchebag.
I'm not watching the live
I
stream.
didn't. I only saw that one thing, so I don't know what's up.
And did you have to kick somebody out?
I just put him in timeout.
Well, and that, you know, it knows not, well, I mean, at least from what he said, all of this is just meant to be a flexible.
But there's been a
ruling.
bunch of things. Like, he was telling it. Never mind, I'm not going to say it because I'd re-spoil it. So there were other things.
Well,
but
Matt,
I don't want to spoil it. I'm the only one reading the comments and talking with the community right now, besides Matt, but he's DMing, so.
Is there a godchild in the Rise of the Runelords series thing that we came up with?
I came up with that.
Yeah.
So that what a
Yeah.
lot of people don't understand about all of this is it's meant to be a guideline, a skeleton to what's going on.
We've got Frank the Baby Goblin. No one else has
Right.
got Frank the Baby Goblin.
Frank the Baby Goblin.
I have a tiger mascot. For goodness sake, Roxy's gonna have a scene with her parents at some point.
You
People
find
are-
out they're dead.
just-
Dun, 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 dun.
All right,
it's
so-
funny. Like D&D
I can
is,
see her father being murdered, but her mom's kind of not really a greedy douche.
D&D is so awesome because it doesn't follow any rules. Like in a video game, if I get to this point, you'll get to this point eventually, and we all follow the same basic rules. D&D doesn't do that. That's what makes D&D the greatest game ever. Is that there are no
Amen.
that this is what has to happen.
Raise it.
In Corral's name, I burn you.
Oh,
Hallelujah.
Oh, here we go.
speak it, brother.
That was not in Garum's name. That was in Corral's name. I'm probably going to take a minus for that. Fuck.
All right, well, those are the questions, Matt.
Well,
Okay.
Carl can
in the
ask
morning,
you
I
again.
would like to check the stable. Is the book where I left it? And that's.
Hold on one
that's
second. I
it.
just want. Actually, I don't know what game that guy was playing because
So Jess,
he does know about this Shadow Clock Tower.
it's
Hey,
interesting.
have you got a link to the Book of Grom? Because I can't tell you whether Tango would like it or not. Because she's either gonna read it and put it back, or read it and put it back with a pile of horse poop on it.
Well,
So, and I don't know what the Book of Grom is.
What Corral? That there is no. I mean, it's just
there isn't. Okay.
the
Well,
book.
Carl
Garam
should
is
write
a,
a book. You should write a book, Carl.
He's a god of war.
go ahead. Write
Prayers.
like a small 6-page book.
Yes,
You
Well,
know,
homework, and
Kevin,
next
and
week
then
we'd
we
like
can
to-
make it canon.
do it.
And you can just
I've
keep.
got a lot of free time at work next week, so
I'd like to learn about your god, Corral. Gorham seems right up my alley. I can't convert away from Iori because I'm committed to him. But I think Iori and Gorham really got a lot in common. So
Roxy is a worshiper of Desna, who is
Yeah. Super
Pussy.
goddess of
goody
freedom and
two-shoes.
travel.
Pussy. Sorry.
Pussy.
However, based on everything I've ever read about those two, Grum and Desna are at least on good speaking terms.
Okay.
So
So let's ask the. Oh, okay. Crawl, you wanted to go get Tangle, correct?
Well, what I wanted to do was I was really looking. Again, I don't want to play Jehovah's Witness or Mormon.
Mhm.
I don't want to
Thank you.
hello, my name is Elder Carl. I just want to,
Yeah.
is the book where I left it? And that's up to Jessa to answer.
One moment. I'm going to answer it. Do you guys know Kaylin? That's Tangle's deity, if she has one. She's pretty lawless, but not religious. Do you guys know about this god I'm talking about?
I think
He's
so.
like
He
the
was
god of is it the wine party god or is
Yeah.
that? Yeah, that's who he is. He's like the party god.
He
Yeah.
doesn't even drink. What the one?
Yeah, he's like,
Yeah,
hey.
Tangle doesn't drink. But Tangle just went with the god that was like the least godlike, basically. The book is still there. It does not have any horse poop on it.
So, well, Carl takes the assumption that it was never read. And
Yeah, he doesn't know that she did read it.
Picks
Yep.
it up, gets it out of the hay, gives a little reverent prayer, and heads back to the
And
temple.
you hear Tangle snoring in there. You can hear Tangle three stables away.
Yeah, you.
We're gonna say the stable manager failed his perception check.
He did.
So we've got questions to ask.
We do.
Answers that need to be answered.
Oh, so many answers.
We're looking for answers.
So first of all,
Okay.
I prepare the area, get an altar with the head priest one's blessing of doing a speak with dead to get an idea. I want him to be audience.
Is there a
as well.
component cost for this?
I don't
No.
think so.
No. Okay.
No, there isn't. The component is one dead creature.
All right, there you go. You have one dead creature.
So I want the head priest to be present during it.
Okay.
I'll give him our 3 questions that we wanted to ask him, making sure that he sees nothing wrong with that.
Okay. He gives you your blessing.
And we ask away.
All right. First question. Ask carefully.
What can we expect at the clock tower?
A voice starts echoing throughout the halls of the temple, and the candles flicker in and out as an image appears in your mind that seems to speak. It says, "The clock tower, what to expect? Nothing of importance, I assure you."
Can you name your accomplices?
This is so weird. We need a Ouija board. Yep.
You're moving it!
Yes, he failed that roll. He goes, "My accomplices, I acted on orders to the lovely Zanisha, but was she really lovely?"
Is the corpse lying?
It's based on a bluff check, so, and we're all around.
He, to that question, he says Zanisha. And he was not.
He was not lying. All right, cool. Which we kind of knew already because she signed that note to Foxglove, so she's the
So
ringleader.
he knows the names of no other accomplices?
A accomplishes Zanisha. I got my orders from Zanisha. He just repeats.
All right, one last question.
I whisper it too, without making a sound of the corpse. It's 1 minute per level, so we got a little bit of time to discuss.
Okay.
I tell everybody that I'm pretty sure the corpse is telling the truth. With the limited information it's provided, but it has been factual.
On the second question, told the truth.
Well, the first question, it really couldn't. Roxy's not going to believe it because that just sounds fishy.
Yeah. I don't believe it either. I mean, that's what caused you, and whispering what caused your fall. I mean, do we care about that?
What kind of powers does Zanisha have?
That's not bad. Actually, that's not bad at all. What are the powers of Zanisha?
I am not all-knowing in this matter. But...
I haven't asked it.
Oh, okay.
We're whispering.
Whispering? Okay, never mind.
Because
I thought like Alex was like, yeah,
Well,
that's a good one, and so you repeated it or whatever.
Well, no, I was just trying to word it in the best way possible. Sorry. You know what? That's fine.
No. I mean, if you don't want that to be your question, I will not make you.
It would just be worded, I think, in that way of.
Were there? Here's a good one. Were there any other how about something to get the size of the cult? Like, are there any other sects of the skin saw cults? And
see, I mean, I feel like without knowing that, I'd want to know Zanisha's power, and so, well, you know what, that sucks.
Zanisha's...
Over 50, I want to know the Zanisha thing. Okay, so I'm open.
Tell us about Zanisha. What is Zanisha like?
Well, I mean, I'm not so I don't necessarily care about her powers, but it's tough because the answer was somewhat revealed, but I don't want a character break in there as we were kind of just discussing it and whispering it.
Well, let's not be mean to SEX Buddha. I mean, he made a mistake.
Yeah.
I put him in timeout.
We're actually in book 2, and we might be getting to the end of book 2.
So let's not be mean to the guy.
And all that
people
stuff.
In the chat. I mean, it's as long as he doesn't spoil, he's good.
Yeah, just no more spoils and we're good. But yeah, we're in book 2. So
they have been to the farms. This is the end of book 2. Near the end.
Okay, so are we changing the third question? Is that what you guys are getting at?
I'm open to it. Carol would still like to know what are the powers of Zanisha.
A 500-word essay in response to the following question. Blah, 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 blah.
Carol's vote is, what are the powers of Zanisha? But he's not stubborn.
Let's phrase that to... in no less than 10,000 words, what information can you tell us about Zanisha?
Is that the, okay.
What do you know of Zanisha?
Well, yeah, what do you know about Zanisha?
Okay.
Tell us all you know. That's the question. Can you tell us all you know of Zanisha?
Well, all right.
We got all day.
What can you tell us of Zanisha?
Yeah, about Zanisha.
Okay. So, Zanisha. She was my lover.
Oh, another one of these.
She is very powerful indeed. She is a Lamia matriarch. I'll give you a picture of her, so you know what she kind of looks like, of what one would look like.
Did you say a Lamia matriarch? What is a Lamia?
I'm giving that to you right now.
Triss, you're attacking me. Stop. Want to climb up?
That little baby kitty.
Okay.
She's like
Hi,
attacking my
Triss.
legs. Nope, she ran.
You think, based on what your knowledge is, that this is somewhat of what she looks like once she pops up here.
Can he see like a mental image in his head? Holy shit!
Oh,
Wow.
Wow.
damn
Oh,
them boobies.
Whoa.
Yeah, I was gonna say she is fleshy underneath, so I guess she's a human, but became something else.
Okay. So,
Do we get a feeling that the corpse is trying to deceive us? And that's
no, it's still that that's what it knows about Sneisha is that
Yeah.
you know that
That
it's a
one
Lamia
sounded
matriarch,
so.
that she's powerful, that she was his lover, or so he thinks. The memory is fading now.
Roxy,
is there an actual ghost there, or are we just talking to
It's
an
like
incorporeal voice?
it's like in your head type deal. Is how I'm describing it.
All right.
Roxy is gonna gather Corral and Quadrule around her, and she's gonna present them her plan.
Well, that was our third question, right? So
Yeah.
has the body returned to
The
eternal rest?
yes, it vanishes. It goes. Your 3 questions are up. I will now dissipate.
Roxy says, "We should prepare for this fight." And she's like, "We could handle the cultists just fine, but Ironbriar nearly killed us. If Zanisha had him as her puppet, who knows how strong she is." She looks at Roxas and she's like, "Give me some time and I can have Roxas on par with Muka. But I'm going to need 8,000 gold pieces in 4 days."
Well, 4
She's like-
days is our limit.
She's like, I don't need to be spending all 4 days working on this item, but she's like, she points to her headband and she says, "If I sell this on top of everything else we've gathered, I might be able to get the funds."
I mean, I think we're ingenuitive. I think that we found the solution and we did what we had to do. I'm hoping that we can do a little more reconnaissance going into this next thing, but I don't know. That sounds like it's too long to bank on. I don't think we have 4 days. I don't even know if we have 2 hours. You know, I mean, we just took out that stronghold. They know we're coming, and they could be swooping in at any time. I feel like that's going to be too much time.
But if we turn around and go lay siege to the clock tower, I mean, we really lucked out with Quadrule being able to pin Ironbriar. Without that, we would have just magic missiled him into submission. And
There was no luck there.
There was no luck. Yeah,
Trust.
I planned to do it. It just things got crazy, and we had to take some baddies down first and then do it.
The truth of it is we still have the city guard on our team, right? I mean, it's all about the message we leave to them of, look what we did at the clock tower, or look what we did at the sawmill. We're coming to the clock tower next. We can let the city guard go in. Because the city guard, the city guard is incredibly nosy. If you remember, when we dispatched these demon things, and we clearly dispatched evil creatures, we still spent the better of 12 hours stuck answering pointless questions.
That's my point. They're going to take forever to move and force to do anything.
Oh, they move very quickly. It's once they had us that they spent forever. So let them spend forever questioning Zanisha. They won't.
It's day 28, I think. let's see, day 24 was that whole thing with Foxglove. We traveled day 25, day 26.
We went to Magnamar on day 26, and it was... I thought it was day 26 when we were still climbing those stairs today. It was the night of day 26.
It took us 2 days to travel, though.
Yeah. It's
all of day 25, all of day 26.
And
we
half
got
of
there
day
on
27.
Today is day 27 or day 28?
Today's day 28 because you got there late at night after you went release because you decided to go straight there, and then you came back and then you slept and then you asked these questions.
Okay, so we did sleep first.
Yeah,
okay,
so if you guys would like to stop here, I will accumulate the XP.
Yeah, that sounds good. I mean, we can always keep talking about stuff. We're not leaving yet. We're not leaving yet, but
right. Okay. So my point is, I can have Roxas as a true replacement for Muka. It's just it might take time. That's the thing. If we go send in the city guard, what's to stop Zanisha from packing her bags and hiding somewhere else? I mean, if she knows we're coming, she's going to build up her forces. She's either going to flee or build up her forces. I mean, I'd much rather have everybody ready to go than just to charge there in our current state. And I'd rather have a frontliner who could match or blow for blow. I mean,
do we also
either that or something we could zap her AC down? I mean, I'm afraid she's going to be like Ironbriar on steroids.
Can the cleric of the temple heal me real quick? I don't want Corral to have to use a spell.
For a fee, he can.
How much?
Fuck that.
Give him 50 gold pieces. He'll heal you for that much.
Too much. Yeah.
We have a wand of cure moderate wounds and a wand of cure light wounds.
Will you hook me up real quick so I can be full health again?
Sure.
The cure light should do it.
Just channel the positive.
I'll go for that.
That works too.
All right.
Okay, everyone should be at full health again.
I mean, what we can do if we want to play the diplomatic route, which is always the route that I love playing. We can get the temple on our side. The temple can help to get the guard on our side, and we can all try and storm the tower.
That could take just saying, that alone could take days. I mean, the temple, yes, but convincing Magnamar to mobilize against Zanesha, that would take days alone.
So?
Okay, so let me just hear what you guys want to do.
I want to think about it for a little bit. I mean, 4 days is too much.
But you just said we're going to look around for 5 days before doing anything.
What do you mean we're going to do what?
I'm ready to storm it.
Yeah, I'm ready to just go there. But
we aren't going to get any supplies. We aren't going to do some recon.
Well, I mean, recon, absolutely. I mean, a limited amount of it at least. We can at least watch troop movement for a couple of hours, see if it's busy or not. But I mean,
I could put on my hat of disguise and watch it for a while.
I mean, actually, what would be cool is if you put the hat of disguise on, you walked in like you were a tourist or something, and you were like, "Wow, this clock tower is awesome."
Absolutely not.
Can I see the view from the top?
Absolutely
not. And then
not.
they're like, "Oh yeah, you can see the view from the top," and then you get to go all the way up.
Absolutely not.
Oh, dude.
I say we use our money to buy stuff. I mean,
I'm good with that too. We should definitely sell. We should definitely buy some stuff.
Well, and we still have a cipher to figure out.
That too.
Right.
What you can't do if you don't have
linguistics. That could take days alone too.
We can find somebody who has linguistics.
It's a giant city. There's
giant city.
Oh yeah, definitely. There's a giant city, but the question remains: would you trust this in the hands of?
Hey, Matt. I know it's Matt. I know it's kind of metagamey, but I did say Roxy's dad is a wizard, and wizards have linguistics.
Theoretically.
Theoretically. But how good is his linguistics? That's the thing. It's a pretty rough decipher. But
Tangle says no matter what we decide, my vote is that we make sure that we are completely healed and have used our gold to give us the best advantage over the enemy. That's my
Agreed.
point.
Wise words from the little one.
Ideally, I would be a level 7 because that's when Roxy's gonna be like not a juggernaut, but
Let's see how the experience
she's
falls
gonna
out.
have access to spells we need. Like Matt mentioned that dispel magic would have been good against Ironbriar. Like that would have been nice to have.
What was the experience, Matt?
oh, did you want to divvy
Well,
that
I don't
up?
want the session to end right away. We want to keep talking a little bit, but right now we're just role playing. We're not gonna fight any baddies right now.
Well, there's no experience in role playing.
Yes, there is.
There is actually. Yeah.
Oh,
I mean,
good.
I don't have to give it to you guys, so don't take it for granted. I mean,
But something
okay.
like if we do a whole session of
Roxy's
like 6
gonna-
hours of role playing, yeah.
Roxy, she's gonna say that her stance is we shouldn't march over there right now and go storm the place. I mean, Ironbriar alone almost killed us, and his boss might have something that could wipe us out just even more easily.
We were fine. Take a day. Take whatever. Corral
We were fine.
Corral frustrated. He leaves the meeting hall. He goes to hang out with a godchild.
all right, everyone.
Corral's reached out.
Tangle stares after Corral in disbelief.
The dads
Roxy's
are gonna
like,
go play with their kids. I'm gonna go play with Frank.
Roxy's like,
Daddy Day.
well, it seems that they have given.
Holy shit.
Thanks, Matt.
Mhm.
Thanks, dude.
It seems that they have given me their explicit permission to do whatever I please. So,
Oh, still not enough to level though. Dang. That's okay though.
Pretty close though, right?
Yeah, we're about 1,400 away.
From level 7. Well, some of you are.
Yeah, well,
that's
3200.
those of us who were stuck in a fucking cage.
yeah. You in the cage.
So yeah, that actually will end this streaming session. So thanks everyone that showed up. Remember, if you like this,
Thanks, everyone.
and you
See
want
you guys.
and you want more background, just go to my YouTube channel and you can watch videos there if you're interested. We've gotten a lot better at Pathfinder since we started, by the way. So yeah, the character sheets are in the description box.
They're in the description of every video.
Yeah. So thanks guys for showing up, and I will. Yeah, I'm sure Togoff will put a thing on his Twitter and stuff next time we stream, and I'll do the same. So
Cheers, everyone.
take care, guys.